This is Cheap Seats.
Vinny Romeo.
Luca performance.
Hilarious.
Il before
Hilarious. Hey, welcome to a very tasteful Cheap Seats look at women in sports. Now, today's episode is being brought to you by the people who support Title IX. Therefore, we're obligated to show you this.
Thanks to Title IX, young women have more athletic opportunities than when I was alive. When I was alive!
I'm convinced. Where do I sign up? It's for women. I know. That's why I'm supporting it. Well, you know, not everyone supports it. There are those who say that Title IX has hurt women's athletics as much as the movie Juwanna Mann. Well, I say that Title IX has helped women's athletics, and more importantly, I will say that nothing has hurt American society as much as the movie Juwanna Mann. I just like to watch women compete, and that's what we're going to do on the show today as we enjoy some women's fishing, women's boxing, and a woman's attempt to make it in the NBA. First up, we've got lady anglers from the 1993 Bass and Gal competition, people. And these women aren't just fishing for compliments. They're also fishing for bass. Nice music. Jan Hammer will score anything these days. So will MC Hammer. True dat.
Lake and its record-sized smallmouth.
Are these ladies fishing or preparing to take Omaha Beach?
Practice was tough.
Isn't this how the Colts left Baltimore in '84? Okay, freeze it. We get it. Gal means woman. You don't have to make the graphics pink. Yeah, and while you're at it, why not just have them wear aprons while they fish barefoot? Tonight on When the Music Doesn't Match the Action.
A couple of keepers in the boat. Most of the fish they're catching are falling just short of the 14-inch minimum length requirement.
Women have thrown me back a few times because of that, too. Hello.
Shallow, sandy bank. This fish only measured 13 3/4 inches.
But that's not long enough for Sally.
Neil Criswell and partner Sally Dothert are...
I got a big one here, and it's wearing a hooded sweatshirt.
Gail at the weigh-in and ask her about this strange fishing style.
What happened?
I turned around, told her I saw a stump, and I turned around and told my partner, I said, Sally, watch
Is
out,
that
Sally,
English?
Get a stump, I don't want to throw you out. And about that time, overboard I went.
Overboard I went? Who is she, fishing Yoda?
Or did you lose your rod?
Not many fish catch I. Not many men catch I either.
How deep was the water?
I think she's virtual fishing right now.
Well, let me tell you, how did it feel as you was going overboard?
Yes. How did it feel when you was going overboard? Oh, God, she's going overboard again.
Well, we'll let the whole world see it.
No!
The whole world?
Good catch.
Somebody get this guy a Globe and a Nielsen ratings handbook.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's either Dusty Rhodes on the mic or Betty White really needs to lay off the clear and the cream.
Gonna put her in second place, folks.
Salon perm? No, Ogilvy home perm.
Pounds, .66. Give her a big hand. Nice catch. Linda Bud, you gonna do it again tomorrow?
Is he shoving the mic in her mouth?
I heard that. Congratulations. You did fun, just fine. We got more fish.
Plastic bag soup is a delicacy in Alabama.
This young lady hails out of Del Rio, Texas. Gail Criswell. Give her a big
I don't
hand.
think Bob understands how a microphone works.
A 5-bass limit for Gail Criswell.
Where's Criswell from?
Out of Del Rio, Texas. And is that the biggest smallmouth you ever caught?
No, but you're definitely the biggest largemouth she's ever heard. And the capacity crowd loves it.
Out of Del Rio, Texas, Miss
It's from Del Rio.
Wait for today.
The wedding ring says commitment, yet the suspenders say player.
Pounds, .78. Give her a big hand. Congratulations, Gail.
Thank you.
Well, you
No, thank ye, fishing Bruce Valanche.
a Ranger dealership down there in Del Rio, Texas.
Wait, she's from Del Rio?
Came from Del Rio to...
Is he getting kickbacks from the mayor of Del Rio?
It paid off.
I didn't come.
He came.
He came.
Well, dog, at least somebody came.
That's
And with that, the comedy duo Pork Pie and Alex was born.
After one day of
It's Malibu Roy Orbison.
fire, Alabama,
Jimmy Houston, sporting the next look about to be stolen by the hives.
Pickwick Lake is full of
Hey, Jimmy, Pete Rose called. Yeah, and he wants his haircut back. No, he wants to put a yard on the bluegills with the points.
Betty Hare from North
Betty Hare taking a hiatus from that 70s show.
Gail Criswell from all the way down in Del Rio, Texas.
She's from Del Rio and she fishes from the sand.
About 4.5 pounds.
This looks like the final shot in every state tourism commercial. Alabama. It's not Del Rio, Texas, but it's still okay. Paid for by the people who support the Crimson Tide.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with the exciting second day.
This takes days? It's like the Masters, only less action. And women are allowed. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Bass and Gal logo. Pink, roofy, and more overtly feminine than Christopher Lowell at an Oscar party. Given that these women are driving power boats and catching massive fish, that logo seems a bit incongruous, if not insulting to the ladies involved. Well, it doesn't surprise me, because the graphic design firm that created that logo pitched this logo to the National Organization of Women. What? And this logo to a popular national restaurant chain. Thank God we're around to point out gender-based injustices like these. Totally. All right, stay with us. More chicks fishing after the break. That is totally disrespectful to the skirts of this nation. I agree with you. Thank God we're around. Totally. The Hems have us. Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats. Now, even though this is our Title IX show, we try to be a fair and balanced program. That's why we're going to show you now a paid advertisement from the people who support Title XI.
Title IX claims to create new opportunities in sports, but those opportunities aren't for everyone.
My name is Ivan Zweig, and I'm the chairman of the committee to remove Title IX and replace it with Title XI. With Title XI, men will be able to dominate women's sports, just like God himself intended. Did you know that for every Jenny Finch, there were 500 Dennis Gubbins? Ever heard of him? Exactly. But he's hitting .770 in his fast-pitch beer league. You know what he told me? That if he ever faces Jenny Finch, he's going to hit 1 for 3 with 2 fielder's choices. But you know what? He's never going to get that chance unless we pass Title XI.
No on Title IX. Yes on Title XI. Because men should have the same rights as the women who benefit from Title IX.
Paid for by the committee to remove Title IX and replace it with Title XI.
Lynn Goebel had a tough time yesterday under the bright blue skies, so the rain is a welcome sight for her.
She likes the rain? What is she, a gremlin? Nope, just a really depressed lady.
I know you can't tell it on the upper end, but you can down here.
Good energy, Lynn. Well, when she's not fishing, she co-hosts Fresh Air on NPR.
For one thing, I can get in 2 spots that I couldn't get in yesterday.
Hello, Bias.
I tried. There's gravel bars out in front of
Who's
it.
she talking to? Who cares? She's like human Ambien.
First aid leader Betty Hare has her boat positioned in 6 feet of water, throwing into the swift hot water discharge from a power plant.
What? Power plant discharge? Excellent.
All right. Got a plug in that net there.
Yep. 3 eyes, 6 gills, 9 fins. She's a keeper.
Thank you.
Did she just thank the fish? No, the good folks at Monsanto and ADM.
It's still anybody's tournament. As the weigh-in starts, the race is getting even tighter, and it's apparent that
Oh, no, not again. Isn't there a blue-collar comedy tour this guy could be warming up the crowd for?
7 pounds, point.
Hey, Don West, dial it down a bit. You're not selling a Ripken rookie card here.
I want it first.
And I wanted to watch women's volleyball, so suck it up.
Honey child, you got 5 big...
2 lame fist pumps coming in 3, 2, 1.
17.
Wait, we've got one more.
3. All right. You got the lead. Don't run off. Don't run off.
I want to keep touching you. As your prize, I'm going to cough on my mic and stick it in your face. Enjoy the flu.
Angler of the year from
Freeze it. Come on, folks. This is Alabama, and this is a fishing competition. There should be a hell of a lot more people there. Yeah, there are so few people there that it begs the question, how few people are there there? Say, did you catch that bass and gal competition? I did. Not that well attended. I've seen more people in Puff Daddy's limo. Wow. On a weekday, no. In the Hamptons, stop it. In the winter, shut up. I've seen more people in Tito Landrum's retirement press conference. Not even a mention in the sporting news. I've seen more people in the band The Polyphonic Spree. I've seen more people in Hall & Oates.
Betty Hare is a 2-time...
Sweet varsity jacket. I didn't know you could letter in women's fishing.
2-time Classic Star World Champion.
I got your ear.
Whoa, is she hitting on the weigh-in guy? Finally, the little fat sidekick gets the love he so richly deserves.
7 to win the Alabama National Championship.
I'm still wondering how a state championship can be national. Hey, it's the South, and it shall rise again with plastic bags full of fish.
92.
I love you, short, fat sidekick.
I love you too, Betty.
Betty Hare out of Charlotte, North Carolina. You have done a fine job.
Thank you.
Wait a second, what about the swimsuit competition? Aw, man. Okay, I don't think these women have ever worn a swimsuit. Yeah, I saw more layers out there than in a Charlie Kaufman script. Folks, well, to be fair, they're not trying to scare the fish. Stay with us. Welcome back. Del Rio, Texas has enjoyed a long and storied history. Its blend of Mexican culture and Southern American values make it the single most referred to city in Bob Ferris's lexicon. Yeah, I don't care.
Just the facts. Do you care?
Do you care? The Del Rio is also home to Laughlin Air Force Base, the largest pilot training base in the United States Air Force. Do you care that the father of actress Jessica Alba was stationed at Laughlin Air Force Base, where the family remained until Jessica was 9? Do you care that Del Rio is located just across the border from the legendary Mexican radio station XERF, the same station Wolfman Jack got his start? Speaking of Wolfman Jack...
3 years of age.
Whoa.
38.5 pounds as pro.
Sideburns. Interesting.
3 with 7 knockouts. She has not fought since...
Okay, no sideburns. She's toast. Sumya Anani. Classic Kansas name if there ever was one.
1-1.
Don't see many pink warm-up robes in the ring, do you? I stand corrected.
She is a pioneer on many different levels.
Women's facial hair, for one.
Story. Boxing in England was...
I gotta say, John Leguizamo's character work is brilliant.
Boxing control board.
Jane's also in an Adam Ant cover band called Adam's Apple.
Pursue boxing as a profession. Truly groundbreaking woman.
Yep, groundbreaking indeed. Yes, nothing says boxing more than a stand-up bass.
Well, in England, if a woman goes into...
Speaking of bass, she makes Lou Rawls sound like a soprano. And her teeth are remarkably good. Maybe she isn't British after all.
No. And they sent me away.
I find it very distracting when women pile the makeup on like that.
He said, look, just let her in and then let her get out of the system. And then...
She's the $100 baby.
So, my first time I went in, they put me into spar with a male amateur boxer.
And that's how I met your father.
Imagine how bad I was.
That story has TV movie written all over it. Call Tracy Gold and tell her to start growing some sideburns.
I believe how...
In 1998.
Let's go to work. In many ways, she is the Jackie Robinson of women fighters.
Yes, that doesn't trivialize Jackie Robinson's struggle at all. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to know that he's being compared to some British chick with a bad temper.
In the multicolored...
Is Anani going straight from this fight to a String Cheese Incident concert? Nice jam band reference. Thanks. I thought you were going to go with Galactic. Either that or Robert Walter in the 20th Congress. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Yeah, fast forward.
The BBC and Sky Television refused to televise bouts. That's why she could never even...
You mean to tell me the BBC will air Benny Hill reruns all day, but they refuse to show women fighting? Look, just put the girls in bikinis, speed up the action, and drop in an old bald dude, and they'll air it.
The BBC has stated that they will never show it. Never, ever will they show it.
Well, maybe.
Crowd clearly getting into it. I don't know if they're going to be able to hear the bell over all that cheering.
Young women, maybe that will be changed in some of those people's minds. Boxing has saved men. It also saves women.
Firefighters save men. Hospitals save men. The only thing that boxing saves men from is growing old with dignity. Okay, let's jump ahead, shall we?
Yeah. And right now...
What do you think Couch has tattooed on her arm? I think it's a tattoo of Tattoo from Fantasy Island. Hervé Vallachez? Yes, and in her tattoo, Tattoo has a tattoo. Is Tattoo's tattoo a tattoo of Tattoo? No, Mr. Rourke.
Going straight back.
You saw the numbers.
Whoa, that's officially the hardest punch ever thrown by a human wearing tie-dye. Thank God boxing saved her. It's okay, baby. Daddy's here. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you again. Thanks, Dad.
That is as impressive a performance as you are going to see.
Really? Because I think this is more impressive. Yeah, I even think this is more impressive.
Correct.
If it's women's boxing...
What? Why'd they stop it? Stop your complaining or we'll take your nickname away.
Couch says...
Freeze it. That's an actual sponge from the ocean. How sweaty were they expecting her to get? Oh, your skin is so soft. Men boxers aren't so soft. Oh, this is lovely.
I had alluded to it earlier.
Meet the next swan.
And that is dangerous.
I'm going to go back to how quiet it was during that fight. You see, the organizers of the event made one key mistake. They ignored the main ingredient to successful female fighting, the viscous substance. Be it pudding, jello, or even mud, the viscous substance in female fighting, like the wall in indoor soccer, provides the intangible excitement that takes the sport to that higher level. Without it, it's just two women trying to beat each other senseless. And if I wanted to see that, I'd direct my own beer commercial. Stay with us. Welcome back to Ladies' Night here on Cheap Seats. In 1979, history was made when a woman signed a free agent contract with the Indiana Pacers. That woman was Steve Stepanovich. No, her name was Ann Myers. And rumor has it the Pacers gave her a call in November 2004 when the roster got a little light. But right now, we head back to 1979.
Dream the impossible dream.
The impossible dream is to steal a basketball? They should use this song for the ultimate highlight on SportsCenter.
Ann Myers is no slouch as a basketball player.
Don't sell Ann Myers short. She's a tremendous slouch.
Last spring, getting 8 steals and 20 points in the title game against Maryland. She had played on the U.S. Olympic silver medal team in the 76 games.
So that's why we're hearing this hit song from the musical Man of La Mancha.
This was against other women. At 5'9" and 135 pounds, what could she do against men? And last
nag them to death?
Experiment began. Sam Nassie's the guy who wanted to find out if Ann could play in the NBA.
Sam Nassie is also the guy who wanted to find out if the moon was really made of cheese, so...
Ann was simply dwarfed in the land of the giants.
At what point do you just fade out the opening song? About 20 seconds ago.
Looking for a job. This sort of thing went on for 3 days.
What, the opening music?
In the final practice, Wednesday night, Hinklefield...
The kid from Blue Lagoon got a tryout, too?
Ann got off just one shot in a 20-minute scrimmage.
And it would have been 0 if Kobe was on her team. I told you Wide World of Sports would cover this nonsense. Next year, I'm going to try out a monkey.
Height and bulk and speed. She got a basketball in the face.
From the great Santini.
How long have you been a crap shooter?
I think you should ask Ann that question.
You have to be a crap shooter to be a good businessman.
So you're saying Ann would be a good businessman?
For that.
Well, I was hoping...
500 to 1 shot.
I was hoping, and maybe at the time, I didn't...
He sure sounds like he's from Indiana.
Maybe it was 100 to 1 shot. I don't know basketball. I'm a fan.
And who would expect you to know about basketball? You're just an NBA franchise owner.
Team. When I bought the club, which was right around the end of May, I went to the Indianapolis 500.
Because I thought the Pacers were a racing team. I'm learning, people. Be patient with me.
Janet Guthrie. I mean, that's where the people were interested, and I knew that if she could make it...
Well, the good thing is people in Indiana don't really take their basketball too seriously, so you're in good shape there.
For myself, for the club, for the town, everything.
Wait a minute. I don't remember this scene from Personal Best.
Line was, you're good.
Hey, lady. Only health teachers are allowed to sit like that on desks.
For the National Basketball Association. And we
Boy, it must be hard being Ann Myers with that awful music always playing in the background of her life.
Does it bother you a little bit that a whole lot of people around the country...
When is feathered hair going to make a comeback? I miss Kyle Rote, Jr.
And this fine young woman is being exploited.
Exploited? You should see how much Playboy is offering me.
It's true, and what counts is what I believe. And
unless what you believe is that you're going to be on the Pacers next year.
You know, they have their own opinions, and they're entitled to it. And I don't think I've been exploited because...
But the owner said he realized the exploitation possibilities while attending the Indianapolis 500.
I don't think that they wanted to be in that position. And again, if I didn't think that I could really do it, I don't think that, you know, it would have been a gimmick or anything like that. I really thought that I could do it.
Well, you couldn't, and you didn't, and you won't. So it kind of ended up being a gimmick.
Do you feel that they took it easy on you at times out there in the scrimmages?
Only when we played the Globetrotters and they didn't try and pull my shorts down.
And told me a lot of things, helped me a lot of different ways and what to do.
Like when they would hit me with the ball and throw me to the floor. I appreciated that.
If they took it easy on me, they were taking the chance of losing a job, and you know, why should they do that? But once we got out there on the court, it's just every man for himself.
Wait, but she's a woman. LOL, colon, end parentheses, exclamation point. Wow. Ann Myers had a magical run there, didn't she? She went into the Pacers tryout with all the promise of a 13-year-old Damon Bailey. And she left with all the pro basketball options of a 22-year-old Damon Bailey. Let's see if her attempt was so lame that it landed her a coveted cheapie, the cable ace of third-tier cable show sports awards. Cheapie for least valuable hit on a woman. I gotta give mine to this unidentified member of the Indiana Pacers. I know you were trying to prove a point, but you got position, bro. You boxed her out. No need to matumbo the situation. Cheapie for most creative hair goes to Betty Hair, not just for her name, but for her uncanny ability to make her hair look like a pair of Bose Quiet Comfort earphones. I hear she's currently designing a pair of Betty Hair headphones for Nas. Well, that's going to do it for our show today, but before we go, in the interest of complete fairness and balancicity, we feel that we need to send you off tonight with an advertisement from the people who support Title 19.
No to Title IX. No to Title 11. There should be no sports for women. There should be no sports for men. There should be no sports, period. Except tennis.
Title 19. No sports, except for tennis.